Yeah, as you can tell from the tray right there, I'm doing the Lions rebuild, by the way. But I got some bad news. And it's very, very serious. And you're like, okay. I'm having minor pain in the stomach. Now, it is a thing that you guys don't gotta worry about right now. Hi. But, yeah, so I got some bad news today, boys. I'm having pain in the stomach. That's all I gotta say. Now you're like, okay, it wasn't good. So let's say I started by running around trying to get my dogs. Classic. It's a classic thing. Completely a classic. You know, I have to go running around, try to get dogs and stuff. It's kind of a classic thing here in these days. But I started to see something weird happening in my stomach. My stomach kind of felt like it was moving around a little bit. And that is, if you didn't heard, not a good thing. So I'm just hoping it can go away sooner than later. Because let's face it, I really want to look. If we not allowed to go into, let's say for example, to my vacation, pretty much you could say, because of my mental health. Well, not my mental health, my sickness. I'm gonna have a little bit of an issue with that. And let's say me and my stomach aren't gonna have a good talk. But, yeah, we're gonna do a Lions rebuild. I just felt like, you know what? I think it was about time to make a Lions rebuild. They just went 1-2 actually, but I'm actually, and despite I'm a Packers fan, I really like to see the future of the Lions. And if I had to pick one team in the future, I would like to, if there was one team I liked in the NFC North that wasn't the Packers, I would say the Lions, honestly. So, yeah, and it's not also just because it's my favorite animal. Just to mention that real quick. Julia Orca, I'm probably going to move him to left end. But I'm actually going to probably change this playbook to Washington's. I like the offensive playbook. I just think I might want to change the defensive playbook. And Charles Harris is actually not that terrible. He had, I think, a 7.5 sack season. So I'll upgrade him a little bit more in the finesse department. So, yeah, he's 80 overall. That's going to be pretty nice. Especially if I want to trade him stuff. No thanks, sir. I don't even want him on my team, really. Move Austin Bryant to right end. Because, well, we do need, after all, a backup left end and a right end. I can't just have, I just can't move him. And as much as I would like to cut him, we're going to kind of need that depth. So I'm going to just go add him anyway. I think to left end? No, it's right end. Derek Bars, I might have to start my middle linebacker spot. Alex Alazone, I think is his name. I don't even know how to pronounce it. He is going to be my starting right side linebacker. I'll probably trade him pretty soon. Just not yet. I also will actually, I kind of want him to be my right side line, but this guy for the future. because I don't really want him to play less on linebacker this season and just keep him there. So I'll just keep him there. The Jalen Reese Meyer, I'll move to left side linebacker. So that's at least he has okay man coverage. That's something I like to see. But it's not like anybody else would like to get, rid of maybe. Probably Riddles. I don't really want Riddles. Honestly, I think we have a lot of picks though. I think we have 3. No, we only have 2/3. I'll trade. You know what? Let me just get some. Let's actually get a 4th round pick. I'll just get a 4th and a 5th. No, not even enough. Okay. Yeah, I'll get rid of Walker. I'll just get rid of both the safeties. I don't really want them. Wow. How about not even a 5th? How about just a 6th? Wow. They just really don't want him. Oh, heck, even better, 7th. I swear to God, if this, is this at least not, green, I'm gonna be, pissed. Right end, let's have linebacker. What about Austin Bryant? I am interested. Excuse me? Fine, even a 7th. I don't care. I'll just cut them because apparently I don't know why that just faked. No sense. I'm gonna cut Will Harris. Yeah, I guess I cut him too. His value is kind of his peak probably right now. Oh, I forgot to change playbook. But yeah, we're like a 76 overall. Not looking too hot. Zach? Zach? What? I'm holding? I was just telling you this is bad. I mean, unless. Okay. I'm back. I'm just talking to my dad. I'm not going to practice.
Second half plays to escape Buffalo with the win. Number 5, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 16. Well, that defense won't miss a beat, and the offense actually may be better with Jameis Winston than they were with Drew Brees those last couple of seasons. That was a stunning blowout performance against Green Bay, and I think Michael Thomas isn't even in the lineup yet. Number 4, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 8. Russell Wilson tossed 4 TDs, and the Seahawks rushed for 100. Stunning blowout performance against Green Bay. And I think Michael Thomas isn't even in the lineup yet. Number 4, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 8. Russell Wilson tossed 4 TDs, and the Seahawks rushed for 140 yards against this ferocious Colts front 7. Seattle's rebuilt defensive line sacked Carson Wentz 3 times and helped star running back Jonathan Taylor to 56 yards on 17 carries. That was a huge statement win against a quality team on the road. If Seattle's defense is even half as good as that throughout the year, they might be the team to beat in the NFC. Number 3, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 4.
Alright, so in a sarcasm shocker, we are currently 2-5. But again, I'm not complaining. Like, we did at least get a win against the Rams, but like, I don't really know. I have nothing to words really. But I'll trade Jared Goff. I mean, I'm not real. It's like we're going to make it to the playoffs without him, and yeah. So I'll just trade him. I also would trade that very high, expensive paid player, and don't even know how to pronounce his name. So yeah, I'll trade him too. I'm gonna trade him to. Nah. Huh. I mean, I guess Seattle. I'll try Seattle. No, I did not meant to do that. So, 2nd, 4th, and a 2nd. If that doesn't work. Oh, wow, that's not even close. That's orange. Austin Bryant. Out about 1. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. At least I just got them gone and over with, you know. And also, the most funnest thing about that, they don't even need a quarterback. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. But how's our season been so far in terms of winning? I mean, rankings and stuff. So 22nd in offense. Okay. And number 2nd in terms of on defense. I don't really have to look at the quarterback, mainly because, well, I mean, I guess I could look at how Jared Goff did. Alright, Jared Goff did. He didn't really did that great, but yeah, to let how in the world did we let 16 sacks allowed, but yet they had 13? Okay then. But Swift, nah. Williams actually looks alright. I think I kind of really want to have Williams a little bit more. Ron St. Brown was the most targeted receiver, literally by 9 targets. Then, T.J. Hockenson, Kof Rama. It's funny that Hunter Bryant even has a touchdown. So 5 sacks for Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell, but again, I don't really care. Really. Alex Elizondo is good. I don't care. Charles Harris is 4.5. He's 1.5. 1, 1, 0.5. 0.5. Alright. Let's see. 1 interception, 1 interception, and 1 interception. So no one notable has yet to make an interception. I don't really care. Honestly. But, yeah. I don't care if we don't make it to the playoffs, honestly. Mainly just because we don't have any pieces. Like,
These players are on the last year of their
I mean, if we made it to the playoffs, I would be kind of shocked. I'll keep him. I'll probably keep him for maybe like 2 more years. Trade him with his final year in his contract, or maybe just trade him now. I don't. But I am gonna keep Jack Fox.
This is the abilities tab.
Does he have like one ability only? Wow. So yeah, I'll get him. It's funny that this man is asking for more money than my 72 overall outside linebacker. It's funny.
The defense predictably had its way against Chicago. But more importantly, Matthew Stafford looked like a Hall of Famer in his fantasy. But did you expect anything else? This dude's a perfect fit in Sean McVay's offense. It's still early and all, but if you ask us, this is the team to beat in the NFC. Number 2, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 2. Yes, you're the defending champs and you won your season opener in front of a packed stadium. Hard to complain, right? Well, that secondary got torched big time by Dallas. And trust us, there are better opponents on their schedule. Tampa was far from the most impressive NFC team in week 1, but at least 44-year-old Tom Brady is still looking like he's 24. Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 1. That's championship football, baby. KC played lackluster football for 3 quarters at home against a top football team and still managed to win. Not that we're surprised or anything. The new look O-line wasn't great, but it did more than enough in the latest edition of the Patrick Mahomes magic show. That said, KC's defensive struggles in the red zone are cause for concern. That needs to change, especially with a potent Baltimore awaiting them in week 2. But hey, what changes would you make to our power rankings? Join us in the comments section. If you like this video and leave a thing or two, click the like button up at the top. But hey, would you appreciate it? Markets are down. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Sell everything. Sell everything.
Under those steps, honey.
The world is full of financial noise. Our advisors use insights from global experts to keep your investments on track. JP Morgan Wealth Management. You want to unlock a career in cybersecurity? We can teach you the key skills you need to thrive. Advancing ambition. Today we are checking out the double pump in Fortnite. That's right, it is now possible to double pump in Fortnite Creative, and we made a custom map, and it works exactly like the double pump. Well, not exactly, because you don't have to actually swap between weapons. It will automatically double pump for you, but it feels just like the OG double pump. And right now, my goal is to win this game, but as you can see, you just hold down your trigger, and it will automatically swap for you. You don't even have to reload. It's just nostalgic double pumping. Let's try to win this match right here. There's also Siphon on elimination, so let's see how it looks and how it feels. Some real shots here. I want to get some multi-kills right here. Hearing all this action. Let me get in. Woo! Bonsai, GG's. Dude, the tracking in between the shots is so sick. Like, you just gotta full send it. You can two-shot anybody. Do you guys think double pump would be too broken right now in current Fortnite? Fortnite has changed a lot in the past few years, so I don't know. Oh, I almost got screwed up in 30s. Stop missing! Oh, let's go! Alright guys, we're jumping into the free-for-all double pump match that you guys can actually play right now. I'll have the code on screen in the description. And the way this is working is it's actually
So we're 2 and 15, so we decided to just say screw it.
works perfectly right there, as you can see. We're also gonna try to make it to where if one shot spills, but I'm going in right now. I'm going in. Oh! Head on me, I don't care. How do I get shot through the ramp? Let's go, dude! Oh, this feels so good. Man, it was so controversial to double pump back in the day. Everybody...
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find
There's a lot of back and forth with the community, whether it's to stay or not. You know, Daquan
stop when you some talent trees make you select a path to.
Oh man. Okay, if they brought the pump back now, it wouldn't even be that powerful because you don't even have a pump. The current shotguns, like they're all pretty fast shotguns. They wouldn't even be that good. My jack, no way! Ranger without a reload would be crazy. Oh, you mean like this map, but do it with the Ranger shotty? Oh, that would be disgusting. Hey guys, you can play this right now against the community, against your friends. Hop on in. Hop on in. The code will be there. You have to go play it and check out this double pump being creative right now. First to 30 wins the game. Okay. Let's get it popping. Come on. Head it on me, bro. Woo! Oh! Oh, so good right now. Well, that's another week of football. Let's see how the teams are looking at this point.
Ravens get out with the win and they move up 4 spots. But they don't move up 5.
Yes.
You have them at 3 behind a team they just knocked off.
Wow.
All 32 NFL teams stack up as we head into what should be an action-filled Week 3. Number 32, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 32. The Jaguars followed up their Week 1 road loss to the Houston Texans with another poor outing. This time at home against the Denver Broncos. Trevor Lawrence just isn't going to do much in year 1 behind this horrendous O-line. And the defense is in shambles already. We knew it was another rebuilding season in Duval, but we at least expected some improvement. So far, it's looking like this team may have actually gotten worse. Number 31, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 30. Nope, Zach Wilson isn't too hard on himself there. Bill Belichick has been humiliating rookie quarterbacks for over 2 decades now. Anywho, not much to love in Sunday's blowout loss to the bitter rivals from Foxborough. At least the pass rush got some work done on Mac Jones. But yeah, this figures to be another uneventful and painful season in New York. That's just how it is. Number 30, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 3-1. Credit to the Lions for leaving it all out there on the field and putting up some pretty tough tests against 2 strong opponents in the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The thing is, this team just isn't very good. I'm sure they'll cut out some wins this season, but not many. Number 29, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 29. Well, they kept pace with the defending champs for a while, before self-destructing entirely. The defense, rushing game, and pass protection continue to let the team down. Matt Ryan can't do much with this group, and you already have to wonder if the Falcons are regretting passing on a QB with the number 4 pick. I guess they'll be able to grab one with a top 10 pick in next year's draft. Number 28, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 26. What a shoulda coulda. The Giants threw several
Alright, so we got the number 1 overall pick. And the number 11. So, yeah, I'll take him.
opportunities to put Washington away on Thursday Night Football. They have started 0-2 for the 8th time in 9 seasons, which is totally unacceptable. Daniel Jones looked better as he maximized the talent around him. The G-Men will need that all season from their quarterback if they expect to climb out of the NFC East basement. Number 27, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 19. Welcome to the latest edition of Vikings fans can never have nice things. If it weren't for a Dalvin Cook overtime fumble in Week 1 and a Greg Joseph missed chip shot in Week 2, this team could be 2-0. But the NFL doesn't work like that. So, the Vikings have to settle with 0-2. On the bright side, their games have been extremely exciting to watch. Number 26, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 28. A spirited effort on the road against the Cleveland Browns, but the Texans predictably fell short of a stunning 2-0 start. If Tyrod Taylor didn't injure his hamstring, maybe Houston pulls off the upset. Now, they have to play that 2-0 Panthers on a short week without their starting quarterback. Good luck with that. Number 25, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 21. The Colts lost to a pair of NFC heavyweights to open the season. But hey, that's okay. All they have to do is F-14 Colts, who also went 0-2 before closing out the season on an 11-3 run en route to the AFC Championship game. The only problem this time is they may have to bounce back without their starting quarterback, as Carson Wentz is injured again. Makes you think that maybe, just maybe, they should have invested in a QB who can actually stay healthy. Just a thought. Number 24, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 24. Well, the Eagles were taught a big lesson against a much more formidable opponent in week 2. Jalen Hurts and the offense couldn't get much going on Sunday, but at least the defense kept San Francisco's high-powered offense in check. If this defense is for real, the Eagles will have a legitimate shot at winning the division.
I join everyone to be frugal, because I'm famous. Well, not famous. You know, I'm more like that guy from that thing, famous. So saving money is pretty clutch for me.
Number 23, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 23. The Bengals nearly pulled off a miraculous comeback against Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. But moral victories don't count in the win column. Joe Burrow was sacked 4 times in week 2, and he threw 3 picks on 3 consecutive pass attempts. The lack of pass protection is clearly still a problem that the Bengals are gonna need to address sooner rather than later. Number 22, Washington football team. Last time's ranking, 25. Short sample size, yes, but might Taylor Heineke be for real? That is 2 straight jaw-dropping starts for the 28-year-old. This time against a stingy Giants defense. Speaking of defense, the football team carries a championship-caliber unit on that side of the ball. If Heineke can continue to find success, Ron Rivera's team could make some noise in the NFC. Number 21, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 27. Justin Fields replaced his injured Andy Dalton and did just enough to help the Bears hang on and avoid a 0-2 start. That was a must-have game against the Bengals, considering how brutal Chicago's schedule is over the next 2 months. Up next, a visit to the Dog Pound. A road win against Kevin Stefanski's club would surely put the rest of the NFL on notice. Number 20, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 9. The Fins were shut out 35-0 in an ugly home loss to the Bills. Of course, the bigger concern is Tua Tagovailoa's injury situation. Miami's playoff hopes could come down to their quarterback's health. This offense just isn't the same this year without Tua under center, as we saw on Sunday. Number 19, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 20. Dallas's usually awful defense stymied Justin Herbert. And Dak Prescott rose to the occasion once again to help the Cowboys avoid a disastrous 0-2 start. Dan Quinn's defense has already forced 6 turnovers in just 2 weeks. Dallas really has to feel good about that 1-1 start, especially with their schedule softening up over these next 2 months. Number 18, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 18. Not that their humiliation of the Jets was surprising. The Patriots managed to avoid their first 0-2 start since 2001, when they won their first Super Bowl. Mac Jones seems to be progressing, but even more importantly, through 2 weeks, the D's only allowed an average of 11.5 points and 297.5 yards per game, and they've racked up 5 turnovers. That is exactly what we expected from Bill Belichick coach. 17, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 5. No team is harder to read through 2 weeks than the Saints. They blew out the powerhouse Packers at a neutral site, then got utterly dominated in every aspect by Carolina in week 2. So is Jameis Winston for real or not? Is the O-line overrated? Will this offense really survive with limited playmakers? Is the secondary gonna fall apart if Marshall Lattimore can't get healthy? Week 3 at Foxborough should provide some more answers to all of these questions. Number 16, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 8. A tough loss for the Chargers at home. They left some points on the board, uncharacteristic turnovers from Justin Herbert. Yeah, the defense just couldn't make it up. 5 opponents are KC, Las Vegas, Cleveland, Baltimore, New England. Number 15, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 6. After coming out on fire in a Week 1 win at Buffalo, Pittsburgh's offense reverted to their sluggish ways on offense in a Week 2 home loss to the Raiders. Ben Roethlisberger looked like the same old sap we saw in 2020. The O-line is a work in progress, and Najee Harris hasn't failed to get much going through his first 2 NFL games. The good news is they have a very manageable game against a suspect Bengals defense on the horizon. Number 14, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 16. Not that the Giants or Jaguars are powerhouses, but you cannot complain about a 2-0 start. Teddy Bridgewater has played excellent football thus far, and the Denver D has dominated their weaker competition. 3-0 should be a foregone conclusion for the Broncos, as they prepare to welcome the Jets in Week 3. Number 13, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 14. You don't want to use season-saving win too prematurely, but that's what Tennessee's comeback victory against the Seahawks felt like. Derrick Henry return-kicked it into high gear after a quiet Week 1 outing, and the rest of the offense seemed to follow his lead. Many were ready to write the Titans off at halftime on Sunday. Not anymore. Number 12, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 12. Now that's more like it. After playing 6 quarters of rather uninspiring football, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers finally came alive during the second half of Week 2. Blowing out the Lions 35-17 and improving to a 1-1 on the season. A-Rod was finally able to get the ball to his stars, and the result was 4 Aaron Jones touchdowns and 121 yards for Devontae Adams. He'll try to keep that going into next week, although it won't be easy against the 49ers' stingy defense. Number 11, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 22. It was hard to get overly excited about a low-scoring home win against the Jets in Week 1. But then, the Panthers went out and totally annihilated the New Orleans Saints. Sam Darnold looks rejuvenated in his new home. But it's the ferocious front 7 on defense that has led the way with 10 sacks through just 2 games. Don't sleep on Carolina. They're already miles better than last season. Number 10, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 11. The Browns' home victory against the Texans was closer than most could have expected, but they were still able to avoid the 0-2 start. And, well, what do you know? We now have a 4-way tie for first in the AFC North. With the Bears, Vikings, and Chargers up next on the schedule, 4-1 is a very real possibility. But so is 1-4. Number 9, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 4. No team should be more frustrated with their Week 2 loss than the Seahawks. You just can't give away a double-digit lead at home. It's so uncharacteristic for a Pete Carroll coach team. The Seahawks should be fine. Russell Wilson and company will get over it. And they'll have to do so quickly, with the visit to Minnesota on tap in Week 3. Number 8, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 17. The new GMC Sierra 18 Norex. Quick to conquer the great outdoors. Big time jump here after a jaw-dropping comeback win against their kryptonite, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. That might be the biggest statement win of Lamar Jackson's career. 0-2 looked like a sure thing before that unbelievable fourth-quarter comeback against the AFC's top team. Now they can sit back and relax, with a game against the lowly Lions up next. Number 7, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 10. Perhaps no team was in a bigger must-win situation than the Bills. And they got the job done with a shutout victory in Miami, putting them in a 3-way tie for tops in the AFC East. Josh Allen hasn't been great so far, but the defense and ground game have picked up the slack big time. Once the passing game finds its groove, and you know it will, this team will be incredibly dangerous. Number 6, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 13. They were very lucky to escape with a home victory against the Vikings. But hey, who cares? 2-0 is 2-0. That defense is just so much different with a healthy Chandler Jones dominating in the trenches. And yeah, this offense has limitless potential with Rondale Moore, Christian Kirk, and AJ Green providing ample support alongside the Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins duo. Number 5, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 15. John Gruden's team doesn't have time for the Steelers on the road. Derek Carr is a way too early MVP candidate, but some credit should also be given to this defense, which has been miles better than the 2020 version that watched so many great games for the Raiders. They have a fairly light schedule until Week 10. Then they host the Chiefs. So now's the time to rack up the wins, and they want to have any shot at an AFC West title. Number 4, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, what? Well, I guess they can get that bad loss against the top team out of the way early. KC had it in control before rare mistakes from the offense helped Baltimore complete the comeback. We don't want to get, too worried about this team. They still have Mahomes after all. But that defense so far looks worse than the 2018 group that cost them an AFC championship. There's no excuse to be that poor with that much talent. Number 3, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 7. The competition hasn't been great yet, but the 49ers won't complain about a perfect 2-0 start. Amazing what a healthy defense can do for you. With all due respect to Trey Lance and his fans, Jimmy Garoppolo is playing like someone who doesn't want to lose his job to a rookie. And at this point, he doesn't deserve to either. Again, you don't want to start overreacting too early in the season. But this group looks more like the 2019 team that reached the Super Bowl than the team that greatly underachieved a year ago. Number 2, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 3. Can't ask for a much better start from Matthew Stafford as a Ram. 599 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick, a 69.6 completion percentage, and a ridiculous 15.4 yards gained per completion. Meanwhile, Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald are doing their usual business on defense. Now we await a highly anticipated Week 3 home showdown against the Bucs. This is a true Game of the Year candidate. Number 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 2. Speaking of the Bucs, the defending champions are among the 7 2-0 teams. Tom Brady and the offense already look considerably better than last year, but you do have to be concerned about a secondary that has been exposed in consecutive games. It'll be interesting to see how much longer the Bucs outscore their problems, especially with the schedule getting tougher. The Rams and Patriots are up next. But what changes would you make to our Week 3 edition of the Power Ranking? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learn a thing or two, click on the like button, helps out a ton. Alright. This just in, the Giant Robot has landed downtown. Hey, Craig. Hey, guys. This is just my workout stuff.
If you have a secret identity, you need to keep it secret. And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico. You're still wearing your mask.
Another week has passed us by, and boy, are things looking a little different now.
I was listening to Nick Sirianni, and a couple of things he said to me just didn't make a whole lot of sense. I'd like him to tell me what his game plan was.
A crazy, dramatic, and action-packed Week 3 of football particularly led to some major shakeups in our Week 4 power rankings. So, let's get right down to it. Number 32, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 32. Even a generational quarterback prospect can't save this mess of a franchise. Urban Meyer already doesn't look suited for an NFL job. This team has holes all over the roster, and they just sold C.J. Henderson, the pick in the 2020 draft, for pennies on the dollar. What in the world are they thinking? Nobody expected the Jaguars to compete this year, but this is even worse than we could have imagined. Number 31, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 31. The same as the Jaguars. We expected some progress, but a new head coach, a promising rookie quarterback, and a revamped roster has done next to nothing to help this franchise take that next step so far. At some point, Robert Saleh might want to think about benching Zach Wilson. Let's not destroy another quarterback's confidence, then watch him flourish elsewhere. I'll let Sam Darnold, right, New York? Number 30, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 28. The Giants are winless despite playing 3 rather weak opponents. Daniel Jones hasn't been as bad as expected, but the offensive line and even more so
All right,
the
on the
defense
clock
have
now,
been
the Lions.
major disappointments. The Giants already look poised for yet another losing season.
So we got the number something pick. I don't even remember. We're gonna call it Brian Cheeks, offensive tackle out of Iowa. Let's face it, I really can't miss on a generational talent like that. Alright. Now we're just going to try to figure out a trade for the Falcons. look.
And
Who do I
now
wanna
the
pick,
Jets.
though?
It's their selection. Okay, it's the Falcons now on the clock. Wait a minute here. Yep, they just traded the pick away.
Alright, we traded up. I actually kind of want to turn it up a little bit. Alright. We got the number 4 pick. And your boy going to pick Michigan State quarterback Dwayne Maxwell.
And now on the clock, it's the Cardinals. On the clock now, it's the Chargers, and time is ticking. Okay, next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. Okay, the Steelers on the clock now.
I'm just letting the board fall so that I don't have to like
All right, it's now the Vikings' turn.
trade Taylor Decker as fast as I really want to.
On the clock now, it's the Giants, and time is ticking. All right, now on the clock, the Giants.
Billy! Billy!
The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock.
Is literally no one gonna go take a running back in the first round? Well, there's the wide receiver, but I mean, I don't really care
Okay, the Panthers on the
because
clock now.
I'm not really
All right, it's the Browns
in a
now on the
mood
clock.
right now. Okay, they just took a running back. We're at 26.
Okay, the Ravens are on the clock now. On the clock.
You know, I'm
now,
just
it's
gonna
the
let the board
Dolphins.
fall.
Time is ticking.
Alright, there's another one.
The Bengals are on the clock now.
Bengals are not taking a running back. The
Buccaneers are on the clock now.
This board makes no sense, but whatever. Alright, so we get the number 1 overall pick in the second round. I kind of now regret not going to trade up in the draft. But Terrell Davis is still available. Oh. He's not the guard I wanted, so no. Let me check the running backs real quick. I did not meant to check fullbacks. James Smith is apparently the best running back, like, available. And I'm gonna take it.
And the Texans now on
I know. I have Swift and Williams, but I mean, that hurts to have 3 running
the Lions
backs.
on the clock now. What direction will they go?
Like, seriously, what hurts? I don't think there's gonna be a receiver I need in a while. I need to go with the linebacker for a while. I mean, I guess the safety is that the only pick I want to go with here, or Gabriel Elliott. But again, there is another guy available. Actually, no, he's better. I'll take
All
it.
right, the Bears are now on the clock.
Is like the Cardinals pick after us? Actually, no. I'm gonna go trade. I'm gonna trade this pick to the Falcons. Because I actually really want to get rid of Taylor Decker. And also Charles.
And the Giants now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on?
Yeah, I don't really need that pick anyway. Let me just go trade for 83.
All
Okay,
right,
how about just that pick?
now the Cowboys.
Are you serious?
Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
This is not worth all this. I want to trade Charles Harris for
Now on the clock.
something, I guess. Like we're literally about to run out of picks here. So, yeah, safe to say I really need to get some picks. Like, really just the picks that we really need right now.
Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock.
Oh, we're on the ball. Okay. We're gonna literally trade for like pennies on the dollar besides that 3rd round pick. Alright. Literal pennies on the dollar. But alright, so we're available to pick here. And I'm going to draft. Oh, that safety's off the board? There's like no point to be here. I guess I'll go trade some picks next year, but again, I literally just traded a left tackle. So I swear to Lord, whatever I trade for back, they gotta be at least something quality. like okay, you know? Because like, and by the way, I am gonna pick Junior Booker over the other one because I just think he's gonna be a better prospect to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Buffalo. Just give me a ton of these freaking picks.
They have traded.
I don't care. At least I get a second next year. That's kind of all I care, really. So,
It's the Lions now on the clock.
Buccaneers just went. So the Buccaneers went with what? A right guard and then a running back. That is so confusing. So Dante Farley, right? He has A and man coverage.
On the clock now, it's the Texans.
Yes, I'd say I like him. He's going to be my nice, solid little cover linebacker. And we have a very, very later 3rd round pick than I actually thought we did.
On the clock now.
You know what? I'll do a little reach. I'm going to go with the tight end here. I understand we don't really need a tight end, but I mean, I like running 2 tight ends. I like 2 tight ends. Having 2 tight ends is awesome. So, it's not because I'm going to trade TJ Hawkinson. It's just because I really want an actual, well, tight end. Let's say, just in case, if TJ Hawkinson does end up getting injured or something like that. And I will go with Chris Crampy here. He may not have good catch, like good catching, but he does got some solid speed. And plus, we took a freaking receiver last year in the 4th round. So, yeah. Safe to say, yeah, I think, though, he might be a little steal
Does that mean
here.
finding yet another GM head coach and starting quarterback this offseason? Number 29, Detroit Lions have been major disappointments. The Giants already look poised for yet another losing season. Does that mean finding yet another GM head coach and starting quarterback this offseason? Number 29, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 3rd. No No 0-3 team should be happier than Dan Campbell's Lions. Sure, they're winless as we expected, but they put out gutsy efforts against top teams in the San Francisco 49ers, Green Bay Packers, and Baltimore Ravens. It's just such a Lionsy thing to lose on a Justin Tucker record-setting 66-yard field goal that bounces off the crossbar. But hey, these lovable losers are actually making things interesting. That counts for something. Number 28, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 25. Yes, their three-game slate to open up the season was downright brutal. But the offensive line, which is supposed to be this team's greatest strength, has been, well, lackluster at best.
Yeah, like, we needed a third running back pretty badly, so I guess it's safe to say you can understand that. And Trevor Stanley, I'm a little disappointed from. But at least we got a solid left tackle and quarterback. But did we get any rookie? Oh yeah, we did get Elliott Farley. We didn't get a safety.
Able to carry this underachieving group by himself. Now it's panic time in Indianapolis. Number 27, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 26. The Texans, quite frankly, have come as advertised. They're pretty bad at football, just as we expected. That was a painful Thursday night performance against the Carolina Panthers. On the bright side, they're not the absolute worst team through 3 weeks. Heck, at 1-2, you could actually argue they're overachieving up to this point. Number 26, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 29. After two downright ugly performances to open the season, the Falcons got past the Giants in a good old somebody has to win affair. It was a better performance by the defense. Although the Giants' offense isn't exactly the most formidable. Maybe this team can win a few games after all. Number 25, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 21. It's not so hard to see why Matt Nagy wanted to start Andy Dalton over Justin Fields anymore. The rookie doesn't stand a chance behind that horrendous offensive line. The Bears put up zero fight against the Cleveland Browns, who sacked Fields 9 times. It's not too early to guess that Nagy will be the first coach canned mid-season. This offense is stale, and even a talented dual-threat quarterback can't save it. Number 24, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 24. Looks like we've gotten a little too excited about the Eagles' offense after week 1. They now have struggled in back-to-back losses to the 49ers and Cowboys. And Brandon Graham has clearly missed along their defensive line, as Zeke and Tony Pollard ran all over them on Monday night. It's starting to look like this could be another long season in Philly. Number 23, Washington Football Team. Last time's ranking, 2. Who would have expected that at this point we'd be more concerned about Washington's defense than their quarterback situation? Washington has already given up 92 points, and they've allowed 452 yards of offense per game. This does not look like the same unit we saw dominating in 2020. They can't turn it around against the Falcons in week 4. They can forget about repeating as NFC East champions. Number 22, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 12. A spirited effort by backup Jacoby Brissett, but the Dolphins fell just short of upsetting the Ravens. It's definitely panic time in Miami. Tua Tagovailoa is out at least 2 more games. The defense has regressed, and it doesn't get any easier with the Colts and Bucs up next. Number 21, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 18. 2 rather frustrating losses in 3 weeks. Both at home against fairly mediocre teams. New England usually dominates in the trenches, but the New Orleans Saints seem to have their way with them in week 3. And up next, only the most highly anticipated game perhaps in NFL history. Everyone will want to talk about Brady's return to Foxborough. But as far as the Pats' playoff hopes go, this could very well be a must-win game for Belichick's club. Number 20, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking.
So, surprisingly, we go 4-3. So, that means we have a winning record, which, honestly, I'm not complaining, but I'm a little surprised, to say the least. Like, we have, one, a mediocre defensive line, and, like, we don't really have, like, anyone at the safety position. We have no one at the safety position, defensive line position. We don't have a good right guard. Like, I don't know how we're doing this good right now. I swear to God, it has to be because of the... Like, I mean, it's probably because of the upgraded quarterback. Like, there's no way we're doing this good without that upgraded quarterback. There is no way. Like, I'm going to be shocked if it's our defense that is, like, placed, like, top 15 or 10 or something. And, like, our offense is, like, top 25. I'll be shocked. 19 in offense, yeah, kind of what I expected. Somewhere on the average point. And it's 17 for defense. Wow. Okay, so he still has 7 interceptions. But he does have 11 touchdowns. So that's something. Jamal, like, seriously. We need to fix the running back room and who's getting the carries immediately. Swift, this is the second time in a row you have a fumble. Do I need to trade you or something? Wow. Our rookie has been a nice red zone threat for the quarterback. And funny enough, TJ Hawkins doesn't even have a touchdown yet. Funny enough. And Trevor Stanley looked nice with this only catch in the season. Yeah, sure, Penei Sewell's still in the stinker, but, you know, I still think this has some... That's a promise, I think. 3.5. Oh, so Jonah Alec, who has put up 3.5 sacks, is apparently the guy who's supposed to save our team every game now. Okay. So Darley Farley... Wait, he is... Oh... I get it. I forgot to upgrade his coverage skills. Hey, I mean, at least he's doing something at the pass rush position, and while I have no one else doing that, well... But yeah, I'll still upgrade his coverage, of course. I'll actually upgrade this by, like, 20. And also this. Since he has AMA coverage. Yeah, now he should be a dark horse linebacker. I mean, coverage linebacker. 1, Jeff Okudah. 1 from Duke Dawson Jr. And then Will Harris. Yeah, at least it seems like Jeff Okudah is doing okay. As I said, okay. But, yeah, honestly, I don't think we're gonna win. I mean, if we don't put up at least one win, I'll be a little upset, despite we are currently 4-3. But if we could get one win during the second half, I'll be pretty satisfied. So, yeah. And... Oh, we got to win against the Bills? Okay. Against the Vikings. Why? Wow, we actually put up a... We just went and killed them. Right there. 38-14. And heck, we're number 2 in the division right now. And we have yet to have a bye week. Huh, we might be getting the playoffs, but I'm not getting my hopes too much up.
Last time's ranking, 15. Well, this is becoming a concern. Najee Harris and the new Lego line haven't done anything to fix the offense. Ben Roethlisberger is basically out of arm strength, and it's nearly holding him back. We all knew the Steelers couldn't rely entirely on the defense after fluking their way to 12 wins last year. It's just kind of shocking that they've now been handed back-to-back home losses after a shocking road win against the Bills in Week 1. Number 19, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 9. Is it panic time in Seattle? Yeah, it is. At 1-2, they're last in the division with the San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Steelers, and Saints next on the schedule. That defense looks downright atrocious after all. The incredible Week 1 outing against the Colts is long forgotten now. As usual, this team's chances depend entirely on Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Chris Carson. Number 18, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 7. What a big-time season-saving performance that was in the home opener. Kirk Cousins had one of his best performances on the Vikings, and Alexander Madison did a superb job filling in for Dalvin Cook, racking up 11 yards on 26 carries. Even more encouraging was the Vikings lead, which held the prolific Seattle offense to 17 points. The Seahawks didn't score at all in the second half. Now, that looks more like a Mike Zimmer defense. Number 17, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 23. The Bengals did something they don't do very often, win in Pittsburgh. Surprisingly, the Bengals D has been the strength of this team thus far. Lou Anarumo's group has allowed just 18 points per game. Early, yes, but that is some noteworthy improvement. As for the offense,
Women are being watched, tracked through their cell phones. Tim Michaels Family's Foundation.
well, that Burrow Chase combo is already looking pretty nasty.
All right, so we went 7 and 10. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Number 16, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 17. Huge bounce back win for the Saints in Foxborough. They dominated the Patriots in just about every aspect. And now they sit nicely at 2-1 with the lowly Giants and struggling.
So we're number 26 in offense. So that offense that was good long ago, now throw it in the garbage. And at 21st in defense. Holy cow, this quarterback needs to chill with interceptions. Hit interception average of 1 per game. Yikes. If this guy can run the ball, please run the ball. If you know what I mean. Williams has 11 touchdowns. Swift 3. Quarterback, our third string didn't do terrible when he had the ball. Ron St. Brown. Yeah, this guy was a good red zone threat. I won't be surprised he starts to use it like that as him. 26 sacks, so hey, that's an improvement. He did pretty well. 5.5 for Lil Ojulari, as well as Juman Olin. So yeah, we had a, good season in sacks. 2 interceptions for Duke Johnson Jr. and Will Harris. Norman Farley, Gabriel Elliott, and again, Jeff Okudah all have 1 interception that year.
With the lowly Giants and struggling Washington football team next on the schedule, Jameis Winston has already shown so much improvement as a passer. It doesn't hurt when you have an Alvin Kamara in the backfield to hand the ball off to you. 15, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, we honestly never thought we'd have the Chiefs this low. But come on, this has been very lackluster football by Andy Reid and company. They were lucky to beat the Browns in week 1. They're 1 or 2 bad bounces away from being 0-3. This defense just looks downright awful, and we already doubt they have the playmakers in there to bounce back. Number 14, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 16. A giant statement win by Justin Herbert and company. They outdueled Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs at Arrowhead. The Chargers put their stamps on the AFC. They're not underachievers anymore. They're a legitimate contender. The rest of the teams in the conference should be very afraid.
Watch out for Justin Herbert next year. I'll see what I believe in.
You should look out for Justin Herbert. Number 13, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 13. The Titans outlasted the Colts and already look poised to run away with the division. Their division rivals have wait for it, 1 win and 8 losses. That's the high-powered offense we expect. Julio Jones is making an impact now. Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry are doing their usual thing. Mike Vrabel's group isn't going anywhere. That ugly Week 1 loss to the Arizona Cardinals already feels like a lifetime ago. Number 12, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking.
Hey, at least we got Dwayne Maxwell won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Packers' soft defense still found ways to expose the limitations of Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams duo absolutely lit up the Week 49ers secondary. A major blemish after their promising 2-0 start. Suddenly, there's tons of questions. Is Jimmy G really the guy? And if the secondary doesn't figure things out, will the 49ers really be a contender in the stacked NFC? Well, we're about to find out. Number 11, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 14. We'd like to put the Broncos up high. They've utterly dominated their opponents in every aspect. The thing is, the 3 teams they've beaten are a combined 0 for 9 on the season. So it begs the question, are these wins really that impressive? Vic Fangio's group has a chance to earn a spot well inside the top 10 if they can beat the visiting Ravens this week. 10. Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 18. After losing a tough opener in Tampa against the defending Super Bowl champions, the Cowboys have responded with very impressive performances in back-to-back wins. They're far and away the class of the NFC East right now. But can they compete with the top dogs in the NFL? If their defense keeps playing like it has the past couple of weeks, there's no reason to believe they can't. Number 9, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 10.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only
Well, anyway, the Browns are playing like the contenders we expected them to be. The rushing game will keep carrying this offense while Baker Mayfield manages the game. And Myles Garrett will continue to make his case for Defensive Player of the Year. Up next, a Week 4 road tilt against the Vikings. Number 8, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 8. No movement here for the Ravens, who barely beat a Detroit team they were supposed to crush. Anyway, Justin Tucker's jaw-dropping 66-yarder helped the Ravens stay inside the top 10 here. The schedule going forward is awfully manageable too, and maybe even the top seed in the conference. Number 7, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 1. Injuries are piling up, and the depleted secondary stood zero chance against Matthew Stafford and the Rams' passing attack. Tom Brady had his moments, but the defending champs should be concerned. They can't run the ball at all. They can't stop the pass. The penalties are mounting, and opposing offenses are drawing a better game plan to prevent the Bucs front seven from taking over. Up next, Brady versus the Pats. Get your popcorn ready, folks. Number 6, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 11. 2 of Carolina's wins have been against countless Jets and Texans teams. But don't let that take away from Sam Darnold's career renaissance. And that defense, which was dominating in every aspect to begin with, just added C.J. Henderson in a trade with the Jaguars. Looking ahead at their upcoming schedule, this team could really pile up the W's and cement themselves as a legitimate contender. Number 5, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 12. Listen, people, when Aaron Rodgers says R-E-L-A-X, you should probably listen to it. After an embarrassing blowout loss to New Orleans in Week 1, the Packers rebounded by soundly defeating the Lions before putting up a statement victory over the 49ers at Levi's Stadium. Rodgers moved the ball with precision. Devontae Adams did his usual Devontae Adams stuff, and while the defense gave up some big chunks of yards, they also forced Jimmy Garoppolo into some costly mistakes. Add it all up, and the Packers look like they're rolling again. Number 4, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 7. Well, the Bills sure look like the contenders we expected them to be. Not complaining about Josh.
Alright, so we are, again, having the number 1 pick, but we actually, I think we always get the number 10 pick. So, that's nice, but I'm just hoping that this time we actually can find a generational pass rusher.
78 points in the last 2 games. The AFC East already looks like it'll be less competitive than initially expected. Number 3, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 6. It was closer than it should have been, but Kyler Murray and the Cards took care of business against the Jaguars on Sunday. They're one of the 5 remaining undefeated teams, but now comes the real challenge. They'll visit the undefeated Rams on Sunday before hosting the 49ers in Week 5, followed by a trip to Cleveland. Then, Green Bay awaits them in Week 8, followed by another meeting with the 49ers. So, we'll find out if Cliff Kingsbury's group is legit or not in short time. Number 2, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 5. The Raiders reached an impressive feat in Sunday's thrilling overtime win over Miami. Per NFL research, they're the first team in history to open the season 3-0 against opponents that all won double-digit games this season before. Vegas, baby, Vegas! Number 1, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 2. Well, that was a statement. The Rams destroyed the defending champs at SoFi Stadium. Matthew Stafford has been everything Sean McVay and the Rams dreamed of and then some. Up next, they face another undefeated squad and the division rival Arizona Cardinals. But who do you think should be in the top spot for our Week 4 NFL Power Rankings?
Oh my god, Rashawn Gary's there. Bro, honestly, I think you should go for Gary and Sweat. You know what? Let's do it. Hey! Hey, I have a question. Are you gonna regret not resigning Rashawn Gary? Yeah, I think you will. Gary?
Ron Johnson benefited his business from taxpayer money. Got millions in tax breaks for his firms and flipped rights to Florida on Howard Farm. He's doubled his wealth in office and steaming Wisconsin to the brim. We can't afford 6 more years. Another week of football. Boy, our base really starting to heat up.
And I'm saying, look the hell out. The Arizona Cardinals are coming. That's not something that I ever wanted to say.
Wait, did we get Gary? Oh my.
If you had to describe the 2021 NFL season through 4 weeks in just one word, parity. Only 12 teams have losing records. Close to a dozen teams that might put up a Super Bowl contender. There really isn't a clear-cut top team so far. You gotta love it. As we prepare for what should be another action-filled week of football, it's time to dive into our Week 5 Power Rankings. Number 32, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 2. Yikes times 3. Jaguars looked poised to win their first game in the Urban Meyer Trevor Lawrence era before completely folding against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lawrence has taken a lot of hits. Young defense isn't getting any stops. And Meyer is, well, learning that the NFL is a whole new ballgame, to put it nicely. It's beginning to look like he may have bitten off more than he can chew. Number 31, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 29. Unlike the Jaguars, the Lions have shown a lot of fight, despite being 0-4. Their efforts against the San Francisco 49ers and Baltimore Ravens were admirable, given the lack of talent across the roster. The Lions already look a lot more spirited and motivated under Dan Campbell than they ever did with Matt Patricia. So at least there's something positive for their fans to take from this season thus far. Number 30, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 27. The Texans are playing the horrible football that most of us expected they would. I mean, this team was already bad when Deshaun Watson was playing MVP caliber football. And they lost him, Tyrod Taylor. Davis Mills clearly isn't the answer. This season can't end soon enough for the Texans. A franchise quarterback should be at the top of their wish list this offseason. Number 29, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 26. Another blown lead for the Falcons. Raise your hand if you've heard this story before. They held an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter, but allowed 2 touchdowns inside the final 4 minutes. The last coming with 33 ticks remaining against the struggling Washington football team. At 1-3, it's not too early to think that Matt Ryan is playing out his final season in Atlanta. Number 28, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 24. Remember when the Eagles were 1-0 and looking like a legit contender? Average Vaughn remembers. Jalen Hurts has shown flashes, but he's also struggled for significant stretches in each of the past 3 weeks. And the defense seems to be getting worse as the season goes on. Nick Sirianni wasn't brought in to make miracles happen, but if he doesn't get this team back on track soon, it may be a of being one and done in Philly. Number 27, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 31. Zach Wilson looked like a different creature on Sunday. He made plenty of big-time throws to help Gang Green upset the injury-riddled Titans at MetLife Stadium in overtime. That's the quarterback the Jets envisioned when they selected him second overall. He finally got some decent pass protection and picked apart the Titans secondary. And now they get a very winnable game in London against the unraveling Falcons in Week 5. 26. Giants. Last time's ranking, 30. What a comeback that was. The Giants, led by Daniel Jones, 402 passing yards, and Saquon Barkley's 2 scores, rallied for a stunning upset against the New Orleans Saints at the Superdome in overtime. Jones is playing some of the best football of his career right now. Who told you he had more passing yards than Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Ryan Tannehill, and Russell Wilson, or a better completion percentage than Josh Allen, Tom Brady, and Aaron Rodgers? If he and Barkley can really get this offense going, the Giants will push for that winnable NFC East crown. Number 25, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 22. Most teams just can't win without their starting quarterback. That's the case for Brian Flores' group, which now has lost 3 straight contests, the latest being a 27-17 stinker at home against the desperate Indianapolis Colts. The Bills have to find a way to upset the Bucs on the road in Week 5. The schedule really eases up over the next 2.5 months, but falling to 1-4 will likely end any playoff hopes this group had. Number 24, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 18. The high-powered Vikings offense was stymied by the Cleveland Browns. Many about to 1-3 on the season, as a lack of offensive production wasted another stellar outing by Mike Zimmer's defense. The schedule doesn't get any friendlier in the coming weeks. So let's just say if they don't take care of business against the Lions in Week 5, then yeah, they can kiss the postseason goodbye. Number 23, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 21. Well, the Patriots just don't get the bounces anymore. This team could easily be 3-1, but it was Tom Brady who got the last laugh over Bill Belichick. The Patriots defense kept Tampa's offense in check for most of the night, but mid-game gaps, miscues, and uncharacteristic penalties are worrisome. It's a very uncharacteristic for a Belichick-coached club. Right now, number 22, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 20. Nothing really to celebrate for the Steelers. Just can't keep up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field. The 27-17 defeat drops Pittsburgh to 1-3 on the season. Roethlisberger looks done. The O-line is in shambles. Najee Harris isn't providing a spark to this rushing game. The defense is giving up big plays, which is just not like them at all. And to make matters worse, their 3 AFC North rivals are all 3-1. Other than that, nothing to worry about in Steeler land. Number 21, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 28. A big jump for the Colts here following the win in Miami, and a well-deserved one. It's a full new ball game in the AFC South, with the Colts now just 1 game behind the 2-2 Titans. Number 20, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 25. Usually, you shouldn't celebrate a win over the Lions too much, but considering how awful the Bears were at Cleveland in Week 3, we offer Bears fans permission to really enjoy this one. Matt Nagy finally drew up a decent game plan to accommodate Justin Fields' skill set, and the defense bounced back nicely with 4 sacks on Goff and a pair of turnovers. Now, if Fields can just continue to play more like the before version of himself, these monsters of the midway and might start going places. Number 19, Washington Football Team. Last time's ranking, 23. A pivotal comeback win in Atlanta moved Washington to 2-2 on the year. They needed that, with the Dallas Cowboys also taking care of business in Week 4. Taylor Heineke is looking like he's more than capable of running this offense. So, what's going on with that defense? Number 18, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 16. The unofficial award for most disappointing loss of the week should go to the Saints. They had the reeling Giants right when they wanted them, up 2 scores at home in the 4th quarter. Then the Giants reel off 17 unanswered points against that stout defense. Maybe New Orleans isn't much of a playoff contender after all. Not if they're losing games like this. Number 17. Number 17, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 32. Runner-up to most disappointing loss of the week can go to Mike Vrabel's group. Yes, they were ravaged by injuries, but a loss to the previously winless Jets? You couldn't even salvage a tie? Yikes. A wasted opportunity to really build a big division lead over the Colts. Julio Jones and A.J. Brown cannot return soon enough. Number 16, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 12. Second straight home loss, following a promising 2-0 start. Jimmy Garoppolo now has a calf injury. Who knows if rookie Trey Lance is truly ready for the starting role. 2-2 isn't a horrible record by any means, but the 49ers are going to have to put some wins together if they want to keep pace in the highly competitive NFC West. They sure could use a veteran quarterback. Stephon Gilmore, anyone? Number 15, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 11. 3-1 is a record to be proud of, but the Broncos' first 3 opponents have combined for 2 wins this year. They were met with a harsh dose of reality against a legitimate opponent in Week 4, falling 23-7 against Lamar Jackson's Ravens. Teddy Bridgewater's concussion is something to monitor. If he misses time, will Watt keep this ship above water?
The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go?
Alright, so we have the number 1 overall pick. I think the Lord wasn't us, but we're going to pick pass rush product. Wait, you heard? Pass rush product. Travis Carterborn out of Salvern, Mississippi State. Just kidding, it's Mississippi. But here you go.
Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Sherman McMoyce, corner out of Tennessee. That man's speed is going to be electrifying to opposing defenses.
It's the Lions now on the clock.
Kidman 2.
And now on the clock, it's the Raiders. The Lions on the clock now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nick Torres. Yeah, this man looks pretty good to me.
All right, on the clock now, the Lions.
Kidman 2.
Well, hold on a second now. It appears a different team is filling out a card right now. And that could mean only one thing, people. They just traded the pick. The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? We've got some action here, folks. They've traded this pick. We'll have the details in a moment. Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock.
Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock.
This is time. Can Drew Lock keep this ship above water? That's the million-dollar question at Mile High. Number 14, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 17. What a nice early season success story Joe Burrow and the Bengals have been. They're now 3-1 following a thrilling Thursday night win over Jacksonville. The O-line still has its flaws, as expected, but Burrow and the offense are simply getting things done. How about giving Lou Anarumo's defense some more respect? They're allowing just 18.8 points per game, considerably lower than the 2020 group that allowed an average of 26.5 per contest. Number 13, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 9. No team saved their season more than Seattle. Russell Wilson had a field day against the 49ers, pacing the Seahawks to a 2-2 record following a concerning Week 3 loss in Minnesota. Playing in football's toughest division made this win all the more valuable. Seattle cannot fall behind the Arizona Cardinals or Los Angeles Rams. Number 12, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 6. Sam Darnold and company narrowly fell to Dak's Cowboys 36-28. Activating active Christian McCaffrey won't make quite the difference. Anyway, 3-1 is nothing to complain about. Carolina has one of their toughest games out of the way, and they're still tied for first in the NFC South. Number 11, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 2. It was getting ugly for the Raiders on Monday night, but then they came out in the second half and made things interesting. Unfortunately, it just wasn't as they were dealt their first loss of the season by the Chargers. Still, Gruden's team has shown something through the first quarter of their schedule, and they have a perfect opportunity to bounce back when they get the unimpressive Bears at home in Week 5. Number 10.
Tomorrow is about putting in the energy today. That's why we're investing another
Number 10, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 15. A dominant bounce-back win for Patrick Mahomes and company in Philly. KC can reestablish themselves as the team to beat the NFC by defeating the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football in Week 5. Also, congrats to Andy Reid on becoming the first head coach to win 100 games with 2 separate franchises. Number 9, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 14. With a win over the previously undefeated Raiders, the Chargers now sit at 3-1. Justin Herbert is one of the hottest quarterbacks in the league at the moment. But how about head coach Brandon Staley? The dude is already looking like the next great NFL head coaching prodigy with his incredible play calling and fearless in-game decisions. How can you not root for these guys? Number 8, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 10. Sorry, Cowboys haters, but it's time to take America's team seriously as a contender. This offense is practically unstoppable with Dak back in the fold, plus he revived Ezekiel Elliott. To think, Michael Gallup isn't even out there at the moment. The biggest surprise for Dallas has been the defense, however. Their opportunistic style has them racking up the takeaways. It starts with Trayvon Diggs, who would probably be Defensive Player of the Year if the season ended today. Number 7, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 9. The Browns' 3-1 start shouldn't surprise anybody, but don't just focus on that offense. Look at the turnaround by this defense. They've allowed just 16.8 points and only 250.3 yards of offense per game. Amazing work to hold Minnesota to 7 points, considering that Kirk Cousins was averaging over 300 passing yards per game entering Week 4. Number 6, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 8. Another great W for the Ravens, who thoroughly dominated the previously undefeated Broncos on the road. Lamar Jackson had his first 300-yard passing game of the season against a top-notch secondary, no less. If he puts more efforts like that together, this Baltimore offense will really be tough to scheme against. Number 5, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 7. Tom Brady's emotional and highly anticipated return to Foxborough ended in classic Tom Brady fashion with a clutch game-winning drive at the end. Take that, Pats fans! Now you know what it feels like! Jokes aside, the Bucs front 7 really stepped up amid all the injuries in their secondary. Leonard Fournette finally got the ground game going. Looks like the defending champs are back on track. Number 4, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 1. The Rams were due for a loss following a flawless 3-0 start. And hey, that's okay. Sometimes you need these early defeats to stay focused and sharp. You know Matthew Stafford won't stumble like that too often. And a defense with Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald isn't going to get lit up like that very often either. We still love this team's chances of a deep playoff. ranking 5. When will people learn not to overreact to a poor performance or 2 from Aaron Rodgers? That ugly Week 1 loss to New Orleans feels like a lifetime ago. Rodgers has now followed a gutsy road win in San Fran by annihilating Pittsburgh's stingy defense. There's honestly a case to be made that the Packers are truly the team to beat in the NFC. Number 2, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking 4. Speaking of teams to beat, is there a more well-balanced group of Bills in the AFC? The defense is allowing just 11 points.
Today.
Alright. Now we gotta go get the Broncos.
Nothing on
Do
the
this.
scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On first down, Maxwell.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Come on. There you go. DeAndre Swift.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right in the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call... Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
On second down, Swift.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
45 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected. A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dude, you're supposed to run over there.
But it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want four.
In your face! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They juked him, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
7 yards to pick up there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Maxwell eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run.
Dang it. I was trying to call timeout, but I didn't. But, yeah, I'm not playing.
Here in the 3rd. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
I don't know why we did that, but I guess that works.
Throwing on 1st down. Maxwell. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They give it to Williams, running right.
Williams! Williams, come on, dude! Damn, that sucks.
Football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first.
Oh, come on! That's in, man! That's in! Oh, no, it wasn't. Well, again, I really had a hard look there, so...
Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's 2 yards.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left
I'll take it.
at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Williams.
Come on, just don't fumble it at this point.
Halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Williams. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, I gotta keep him in. Like, I don't want Nelson to play as my left tackle.
We just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too. On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
There we go, Marquise Brown for a solid 4-yard gain.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Maxwell. And they move
there we go, Staley.
way down to the 9. Welcome back now to Denver. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, you sending a wrong place to blitz. The wrong... Oh, come on, DeAndre Swift. That was kind of my fault, though.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay.
Slide left, slide left, slide left.
Their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium.
Dude, what are you guys doing?
Altitude 5,000.
This isn't a patty cake.
The air is rare.
And they'll run again. And he goes backwards on
Wait,
this one.
where's the O-line? Where? Where is it?
Game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams with now 3 week 1. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of
winning. Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Oh, nice move. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one.
I'll take the 3 yards.
To the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shreds the tackle.
Come on, Williams, just keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Let's go. Keep moving. Keep moving, coach. Keep moving.
Down Detroit. Jamal Williams. 40 yards. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Off the
see what the guards here.
Maxwell escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
In touchdowns for that sophomore wide receiver.
A great play there. Big
points and 260.8 yards per game. And after a sluggish first week, the offense is rolling again. Josh Allen has regained his MVP form. A Week 5 road win in Kansas City would really show that Buffalo is the team to beat the AFC, and maybe the entire NFL.
This man got cats? Well, I'm ready to murder you.
Nothing that concerns you. No. Must be about losing. You leading this division is a joke. Sorry we can't all be as funny as you were last year in the number one. He's glad to suit up for rookie. You know, I think I'm right where I belong. Hey, Raven. Wait. You two like friends or something? What? No, of course not. I would never align myself with the likes of him.
You ask me when you're fine, but you're not really fine.
You can run along now. Grown-ups are talking.
Wow.
Forward to knocking him down a peg or two. Enjoy that concern with me. All these games. Could have been undefeated. Now we're just slight seconds and a closing. I heard Lovey Smith's post-game conference. Not much of it. Hey, Elijah, you want to get some ice cream while you on the phone? Closer to hell than heaven these days. Come on, man. You almost won. Hearing that a lot. Well, I don't know if you saw, but I won again. So I was gonna get some victory ice cream if you wanted to join. No, I think I'm just gonna lay here on this. Oh, yeah.
Peace.